So, guys, let's discuss and understand about this very important concept now in the world of AI and the transformation which is happening in and around the AI. Now, there are two, three type of people, those who really, who are, those are in the world of AI, those who do something, they are the doers, especially in the field of AI. They have access to ChatGPT, they have access to Grok, they have access to Gemini, and all these tools and the applications which are available in today's world. People, those who have the knowledge, preliminary knowledge, you can call these people are aware, these people are proficient, these people are expert into that. Those are not only at the level of understanding and comprehending, they evolve over a period of time and they see that how to integrate all this information, all this, especially the application with each other and how does it work, really works. Now, one thing which we need to really understand is that all these applications which are there in front of us, they are there because of only one purpose. They are solving the big problem. And the people, those are really experimenting and using, and those who understand about the applicability and the application of these tools, they are called the journalist, that is called the AI journalist. So understand this terminology. AI journalist is the name of the person who really understand the application and the ideation of these applications, what will fit where. So for example, if you really wanted to have a script for the video, so which is the best tool available today? Now, in the best tool also, these tools are keep on evolving. Nowadays, if you see how this large language model like ChatGPT and maybe the Google or maybe the Deep Research or DeepSeek R1 or maybe the Grok, if you see the whatever was lacking in this previous the application, it is getting covered. That is why the sarcasm, empathy, emotional intelligence is also become integrated part of these large language models over a period of time. Now here, if you are there at the level of beginner or maybe something who really wanted to start somewhere, you need to really understand that how this all happens. So the purpose of this video is to make you understand and learn that there is a similarity between how we think and how machine thinks. And the most important thing here, the thinking is the most important thing, that the ability to think. Like for example, whenever you have something, some experience the first time, or you go to meet some person for the first time, your body, your brain especially try to find out certain patterns. Like for an example, you are going to abroad to some other country and you meet someone for the first time. The moment you look at that person, the thought coming to your mind that this person really looks my professor who was in my college, my teacher, my friend, my uncle, my father, or my friend's father, or maybe something. So this is something, which your brain has already learned in the past, and the same thing, which you are going to comprehend, and you will be going to familiarize with that particular person, and your brain tells you that this person looks like that particular person with whom you met earlier, maybe, any relative or maybe the distant relative, and the same thing really follows here. Now, how your brain ability to learn and comprehend, the same thing, applies there with others also. When I say others means the machine learning, when you put the machine to learn, and especially the AI, when you put this AI to learn, there is a in the back end of the AI, in the beneath surface of AI, there is something called the neural network. I am writing here NEURAL, neural network. And your brain, how brain thinks because of the neuron network, NEURAN, neuron, RON. So this neural network and neural network, they both are the similar thing. And the most important thing there, that we need to really understand how they work together, how they combine together, how they fetch the information, and how they think. The ability to think with the help of the human mind is not too far from the ability for a machine to think. And that is why there is a similarity. As we know that in our body, there is a system called the central nervous system. Central nervous system consists of two things, your brain and your spinal cord. Your brain is basically responsible to generate a thought. Each thought, what your brain generates, that generates because of the potential that is called the potential of a millivolt. The threshold level is called the minus 55 millivolt. This minus 55 millivolt is really important to generate an impulse into that particular neuron or in the brain. And because of which you have different type of feeling. Because of which you feel if there is a colder day, that there is a cold. If you feel there is a sunny day, you feel it's a hot sunny day. Or maybe anyone whom you meet, whatever the emotion comes to your mind, these emotions are the indicator of all those beneath minus 55 millivolt. Uh, it's not that difficult. Just try to understand that each and every impulse comes to your body, travels to the neuron in the brain. It is having a certain potential, and this potential is a current which you can really measure upon. The same current and the same thing, which is happening in the neural network in the computer, whatever may be the application which you are using, the similar things happens at the back end. Like you do something, certain thing, if you feel hungry, you need food and you go to find out a restaurant and your home, you cook something. So that's maybe the one impulse which will make you ready to eat something, to make something or prepare something for yourself. Similarly, the same thing happens when you go and do something and you make machine to learn something, and that's the time when your machine is learning something, and that the same impulse, the same thing, same neural network really works in coordination with each other, and that is why the way you think and really you understand and you reach at the conclusion that whether should I meet this person, whether should I eat this. And there is a fear factor which is called the fear factor in the brain, and that is called the amygdala, especially in the brain, which is responsible to create a fear. And these fears are the very positive fear. These fears really save you from a lot of danger in the life. So the purpose of this, to really understand that how your brain really functions, if your brain really works. These all neurons, the neural network in the brain, there are millions and trillions neurons are there in your brain. You can't even count them, and they generate impulse, they generate emotions, they generate feelings. And the more stronger impulse is there, more stronger information is there, more higher higher intensity of the feeling you will get. And if you see, out of this, as per psychology, which is said that the 75,000 neurons are there in your brain. 75,000, more than 75,000 thoughts are there in your brain. Some thoughts are very tiny in the nature. If suppose you would like to recall those thoughts, you won't be able to recall them because they flew away. Then you just keep on thinking that there was some thought was there in my mind. The more stronger thought is there, it means that impulse at the background was that strong. Similar thing, the way your brain learns, similar thing, that similar pattern, that the neuron wire together, they fire together, right? And the similar way, this neural network really works in the computer. So if you see the neural network, if you see especially the coding at the background, what these coders, maybe the Java or maybe the Python or maybe these all coders they are doing. These are basically creating a neural network to understand and comprehend the command what you give over a computer or maybe that particular application, and they complement and their thinking ability is increasing. So understand this entire concept and just think over this, how the machines are really evolving over a period of time. And we are moving towards the agentic AI to do everything what human can do, the agentic AI, or maybe you can make your machine to learn to think like you. Or maybe someone, because different people have different objectives and the goal and the task to achieve. And these all tasks, if you make machine to learn about all those tasks, can be done with the help of the technology there. So this is simple a video presentation which will probably help you to understand and learn that how your human brain is similar as compared to the computer brain, and with the help of this network that is called the neural network and neuron network are absolutely similar in the nature, and how this thinking ability and entire the ability to comprehend anything, any situation, any scenario, any temperature, any person will take place. Right. So thank you so much for watching, and stay connected. We will be coming up with some more thoughts, especially in and around in this topic. Thank you so much for watching.